Hi everyone, welcome to Stellar Math. This time we are going to go over the problem 5 through 7 of the section 3, no calculator, in the SAT practice test 9. As usual, I will include a link to this practice test in the description. It's a link to College Board website. Beside that, I will include the key concepts about each problem in the description. Okay, let's start. Problem 5. C equals 75H plus 125. The equation above gives the amount C in dollars an electrician charges for a job that takes 8 hours. Miss Sanchez and Miss Rowland each hired this electrician. The electrician worked 2 hours longer on Miss Sanchez's job than on Miss Rowland's job. How much more did the electrician charge Miss Sanchez than Mr. Rowland? If you look at here, so H is the variable in hours and its coefficient is 75. So that means if H increase by 1, the total cost is going to increase by $75. So since the electrician worked 2 hours longer, so that means he is going to charge 75 times 2 equals $150. The electrician's hourly charge beside the initial $125 is going to be $75. So this is one way to solve it based on the coefficient of the variable. The second way is, since we know that the electrician worked 2 hours longer on Miss Sanchez's job than on Mr. Rowland's job, we can assume that the electrician works for Mr. Rowland just 1 hour, and for Miss Sanchez 3 hours. So the cost for Mr. Rowland is going to be 75 times 1 plus 125. And then the total cost for Miss Sanchez is going to be 75 times 3 plus 125. And then you can tell the difference is going to be 75 times 3 plus 125 minus 75 times 1 plus 125. Remove the parentheses, we are going to get 75 times 3 plus 125 minus 75 times 1 minus 125. So the total is going to be 75 times 2 equals 150. So the correct answer is going to be C. Let's look at problem 6. So we have a circle, and in the circle above has a center O. The length of the arc ADC is going to be 5 pi, and x equals 100 degree. So the central angle is 100 degree. We need to calculate what's the length of the arc ABC. So to calculate the length of an arc, equals to the x, or you will use theta, is the measurement of the central angle. So in a circle, this is theta, is the central angle of an arc. So over 360 degrees, because for a circle is the total is 360 degrees, times the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So this is the length of an arc. So we have, when we compare the length of two arcs, so For ADC, we can write as theta 1, and then this is the arc ADC, and for arc ABC, we can write as theta 2 over 360 times 2 pi r. So look at here, 2 pi r, 2 pi r, 360, 360. These are the same. So that means the ratio of the arc length ADC to ABC is just equal to the measurement of the central angle, theta 1 over theta 2. So we know that theta 1 here is x is 100 degree, and since the circle is 360, so that means the measurement of the central angle A for the arc ABC is going to be 360 minus 100 degrees is going to be 100 over 260. Simplify it is going to be 10 over 26 and then 5 over 13. So the ratio is 5 over 13. And we know that the arc ADC is 5 pi, so means the other one is going to be has to be 13 pi. So that the ratio is going to be 5 over 13. So look at the next problem. Problem 7. If 8 over x equals 160, what's the value of x? So we only have one variable and we have the equation. So first we can just multiply x on each side. And then on the right side we have 160x. On the left side, so x can be crossed out. We got 8. And then divided by 160 on each side. So x equals 8 divided by 160. So we can, when you get that, actually you can figure out the answer. 8 divided by 160 is definitely a decimal. So we can eliminate A, B, C and choose D, the correct answer. Or you can just divide 8 by 160. So here we add the decimal point. Continue. 5, 0, 5 times 6, 30, and then 8. So 0.05. The other way you can solve this problem is just guess and check. So you plug in A. If x equals 1000, something 8 divided 1000 is less than 1. So it couldn't be equal to 160. That's wrong. When x equals 80, 8 divided 80 is 1/10. So 1/10 is way smaller than 160. When x equals 20, 8 divided by 20 is going to be 0.4. So it's also way less than 160. So we can eliminate A, B, C. Only choice D is the correct answer. So that's all for today. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment. And I'm going to continue to post videos about the SAT math practice